Hello. Hello. I am on YouTube Beta, the new live streaming panel for YouTube, whatever you call their little new interface. And today, we're going to try My Time at Portia on PC and on Nintendo Switch at the same time. This is madness. Hello, Kitty Von Snaps. I'm Greg from playwithgreg.com. Someone tell me if the audio of my voice is okay, please. Give me the thumbs up and we'll get started. If not, tell me and I'll move the mic closer to my mouth. First things first, we're going to fire up the PC version and the Switch version together right now. One of the biggest problems with the Nintendo Switch version is the load times. They are very long. It takes several minutes just to get started into a game, which is not really the greatest idea if, say, you're playing on the go and you just want to jump in for a quick tinker. Also, entering and exiting buildings is very problematic. The load times are super long. However, there's good news I heard from both Pathia and Team 17 this morning. Both of them contacted me and they were pleased to tell me that they're on it and they are working on a patch as we speak. My Time at Portia is displaying a little bit oddly on the Portia monitor, so my apologies. I'll see if I can resolve that. This is a new thing for me to do. I'm trying to run my console, my Switch console, and my Steam game at the same exact time. And we'll see how that works out. The lower right hand corner is the Steam version. You currently cannot see it because of how small the game looks. But it's right there. So let's see real quick if we can't fix this resolution issue. Ready? Hold your breath. And we did. That was easy. So +1 for My Time at Portia on PC. There's the two games. Their loading screens are very different for whatever reason. I'm actually going to throw my headset on and I'm going to listen to probably the PC version. Nah, I'm thinking the Switch version we're going to listen to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The gold tip adapter is missing. I'm going to have to use this cheap piece of junk. I guess that's okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and start the game from here and see how long it takes to actually get into a game. If you're watching this, please click the like button. Please say hello, and most importantly, press subscribe. I am 2 away from 1,000 and regaining my YouTube partnership. Ready? We have the Pro controller, the Xbox One controller, and 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh, it's Chair Bear. I thought Chair Bear didn't love me anymore. I thought the days of seeing Chair Bear drop into my streams were long over. But alas, here she is. I am streaming my Switch, my PC at the same time. Last time I tried streaming My Time at Portia on PC, It was a disaster. I spent 5 hours and it didn't work out. I gave up. Did I screw up? I screwed up. I'm so sorry. I pressed the A button on the Xbox Live controller, Xbox One controller, as if it was going to start My Time at Portia on PC. But I didn't have it even highlighted. I don't know if I even have the Xbox One controller activated. Sometimes you have to have it turned on before you boot the game. The PC version is far superior. And the Switch version has a very, very, very awful loading issue. However, the Switch version is still competent. And they've told me they're going to work on the loading issue. You'll notice both games are very slow to start. The first load is slow. And then the initial walk outside is slow. The PC version is not recognizing my Xbox controller. That makes me sad. I may have to exit the game and reload it. So let's turn the sound off on one of the two versions. Okay? So that you guys don't have a craziness listening to sound back and forth. Right now you should hear both the sound of both games. Can you guys confirm to me that you do? Craziness listening to sound back and forth. Right now you should hear both the sound of both games. Can you guys confirm to me that you do? Craziness listening to sound back and forth. Right now you should hear both the sound of both games. So let's turn off the Switch sound and go for PC sound. So let's do that. So let's turn off. Sorry for the echoing. That's a side effect of me listening to the stream. We're gonna walk outside on the Switch. Right away, you'll notice the visuals on the Switch are quite competent. Everything looks pretty good. But you'll see the textures and everything are sharper, obviously. A little more detailed on the PC. But none of this really affects gameplay whatsoever. And it's to be expected. The Switch is a $200 machine. And my PC's video card costs $200 alone. So it's unbelievable to me that the Switch can run this game at all. And that it's even possible to compare the two versions. But here we are doing it. So kudos to Switch on that. Let's exit. And let's exit on PC. Now we're going to go back in. Okay, so now we're in the house. And we're going to go back out. Notice not even a loading screen, right? So here's our two girls. Right there. There they are. Big Red and Big Red. We're going to swing around. And we're going to pop in. Ready? Enter, enter. Let's compare the two versions. It's loading, okay? I'm leaving the house. I'm entering the house. There you go. I left, entered, left, and re-entered before the Switch version loads. Now, here we go. One more time. We're going to exit the world. Loading screen. Again, I think this may be a glitch or a bug or a programming error rather than a performance issue with the Switch because, again, I heard both from the developer and from Team 17 who's handling the console port. Keep in mind, Pathia is not handling the console port. They said they don't have the experience. So Team 17 is doing it, and they're a big, competent company. But you can see I can go in and out of the house multiple times on the PC version. And while the Switch version is still loading, one entry or exit of a building. Did you see that? So they seem to think it's a bug, it's a glitch, it's a problem, and they're going to fix it. So cross your fingers because the Switch version is actually very competent. Again, you need to understand the Switch is about the size of this phone. The Switch comes with 2 controllers, an HDMI cable, a plug, a docking station for $250. Okay, my PC's video card cost about that much. Forget the CPU and the RAM and the motherboard. Forget the DVD player and the tower and the cooling fans. Alright, all that jargon, the case, the monitor, all of it. Cables. You could buy 5 switches. So the fact that a little tiny Switch is able to run this game comparably to a point where we have to side by side it to see the difference is extremely impressive. I'm really impressed. The Switch is an overachiever. It always has been. Since it's launched, it's performed better than people have ever expected. And you can pick it up and take it with you. I mean, this is the Switch. It's unbelievable. Okay, this is competing with my PC right now. Let's pop it back in and let's take a quick wander around and kind of look at the performance and whatnot. One of the things you'll notice straight away when you leave is the grass. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can get it back. I did. So, you'll notice that the PC version has a tremendous amount of grass, and it's animated. Now keep in mind, none of this has anything to do with gameplay, so we're not discussing gameplay. Because when it comes down to it, that's what matters. These little graphical details, they don't matter so much. It's how does it run, how does it play, how does it control, what's the gameplay like. But here's the Switch version. Let's take a quick run. You see it's all flat shaded. There's no grass whatsoever. No grass, it's just flat. There's nothing happening there. Now let's take a quick look at the PC version, and you'll notice that the PC version, of course, it's dark and cloudy in the PC version. Matter of fact, every time I've attempted to do this, it's been dark and cloudy. You'll see that there's all this animated grass. It's swaying, can you see it's just kind of back and forth? So, there's that. But, truth be told, that's about it, man. Let's take a look at the world itself. Now, of course, it's different weather today on both versions of the game. My PC version was cloudy. Yesterday it was cloudy. Today it's cloudy. Hoping it gets better, but let's take a quick pan. I want you to notice the frame rate, real strong on both versions. Okay, real strong on PC. Everything is there. Excuse me, I'm burping. Everything is there. All the details there. Nothing's missing. Even the draw distance is really strong. You might think that if you look off into the distance on the Switch version, you won't see things, that they're going to be real tight and there'll be lots of pop-up. But not the case. So we're going to run over here and compare these exact spots on both versions. Okay, you'll notice a couple extra trees, but they're randomly generated to my knowledge anyway. I may have chopped them down in my version. So here we are. You can see the Switch version and the PC version of the exact same spot. To me, they look the same. Little to no difference. Everything's there. It's all there. It's all there. They did a phenomenal job optimizing this game to run on the Switch. Again, keep in mind, frame rate, control, gameplay. That's what's important. So when a company is making a game that was originally developed on one platform and they're porting it to another, they need to take concessions. They need to make adjustments. They need to make adjustments so that the game can perform properly on a different hardware, different operating system. And you'll notice again, the ground has a lot of detail in the PC version. There's all this grass and it's moving and it's swaying. And I'll admit, it's very pretty. It looks really nice. If the weather would clear up in my PC version of the game, you'd see it a whole lot better. But it's cloudy today in the PC version. We should maybe go to bed. However, it doesn't affect the gameplay at all. Literally zero. There's nothing that having swaying grass, adds or removes from the game, in my opinion. I don't care. It means nothing. How cool. The bear guy is actually here in both versions of the game at the same time. Oh, those are new crabs. I've never seen them on the Switch version yet. Those mad crabs. Oh, we can't hang out because we're gonna get our butts whooped if we do. So how's the stream running, guys? Is it smooth? I've had trouble streaming the PC version smoothly, and yet here I am trying to stream 2 different platforms at the same time. You know, because that's not going to stress out my machine too much, right? Alright, we're going to go to town, and we're going to look at the conversation. That's one of the other differences of the Switch version and the PC version. I'm sorry, I'm trying to control 2 things at once, and it may be a little harder than you think. We're going to go to the town, and we're going to talk to people. Hi, Rosie! You were there last time I attempted to stream the PC version, and it was a disaster, and I apologize. But the good news is, I'm back, and instead of just streaming the PC version, I'm going to stream them both at the same time. Alright, I'm lost. Where am I? Hold on a second. Let's get to the... I'm running the wrong way. That's what's happening here. Here we go. So this is the entrance to the village. Keep in mind, this is build number 1 for Nintendo Switch. On the PC version, this is build number like 12. There's been a tremendous amount of updates. They've been working on it for over a year. They've released tons of patches and upgrades. And this is the Switch version for the first time. Hi, Chandra's John. Yeah, this is the PC version. And they are working on getting me a key for the Xbox One version, but they don't have any available yet. They did throw me a couple of PC keys. They threw me 3 PC keys, and I have no use for 3, but I figured this is a great way to use one of them at least. And it's going to help me with my review. One of the things you did miss is the fact that I heard from both Pathia and Team 17 this morning. They both emailed me and told me that they're aware of the loading issue, and that they're going to be, not going to be, but they're working on a patch and a fix right now as we speak. So the loading issue for the Switch may actually go away, which is fantastic, because in my review process, that's one of the things that I just can't get away from. It's hard to recommend the Switch version in its current form because of the loading issues. But otherwise, as you can see, I mean, a several $1,000 computer sitting next to a $200 Nintendo Switch, and the Nintendo Switch is running the same exact game, virtually identical to the PC. So Nintendo Switch it's just the greatest deal that console gaming has ever seen, in my opinion. Looking over here at some of the details, texture-wise and whatnot, you know the Switch version and any console version is always going to have worse and less detail and textures. But interestingly enough, I want you to notice that they actually retooled this wall on the Nintendo Switch version. Do you see that? It's a different wall. It's not the same assets as the PC version. Mind you, my PC version's visuals are turned all the way up. Have a view right there. The Switch version actually has more detail. It has more bricks and rocks and stucco and whatever you call that crap, cement. And it looks better than the PC version, which doesn't have any detail in the wall until you scroll past that building right there. You'll see here, there it is. But they made it uniform. So there's evidence that the company has actually got into the Switch version and improved and worked on and tooled things, rather than just a straight direct port, which is really interesting. And I have a feeling that all these changes, whether they're better on PC or Switch, they're going to equal out, because I've been told that they have a content patch ready to release on on Switch that's going to equal it out with the PC version. So any content that's out now for PC that isn't showing up on Switch is going to come to Switch. Alright, now, here's one of the big issues that I haven't had answered yet between the 2 versions, and we're going to figure that out soon. And that's voice chat. The PC version has voice chat, the Nintendo Switch version does not. Oh, it's super late. We're gonna have to go to bed and come back, and hopefully we have a sunny day both days that we can see. But look off in the distance. You're gonna notice exactly the same. Switch and PC version exactly the same. They did a really phenomenal job, right down to the little bolt or the little gear that turns that windmill. You see it? The Switch version retains all the detail. You can look off into the distance. You can see everything. Exactly the same. I point that out, but it's important to note because if you played Farm Together on Switch, which is also a really, really competent and good port, the Farm Together for Switch has really, really, really poor draw distance. Everything is very far. Everything pops up. You really can't see far. There's a lot of pop-up. But the game runs great. However, here in Portia, the draw distance is exactly the same. So they've really taken a more complicated game and done a better job with the port. Let's run home because she's about to pass out. It's bedtime for her. I was hoping to get her there. You can see these exact two views in comparison at nighttime. And it's going to be tough because she's going to pass out in 4 minutes. Are you ready? I made it. There you go. They look the same to me. Hello. Check us out. Check out how fancy we are. We are streaming PC and Nintendo Switch at the same time. How cool am I? I'm the cool kid today. Let's get her to bed. See the clock? For some reason, that clock is not in the Nintendo Switch version. I don't know why. Well, who cares? Look at this view right here. It's identical. I mean, everything's the same. Outside we go, and here we go. Here comes the loading issue. But again, I'm hesitant to harp on it too much. It looks blurry. Nah, it's super sharp. If it looks blurry, it's just my stream sucks then. So my apologies if that's the case. But no one's mentioned that it doesn't look good. So that's my bad if it does. Here we go. I'm attempting to stream two versions at the same time. I've never done that before. You'll notice the load time right here. Yeah, I see my stream quality looks kind of poor. I apologize, but it's my bit rate, I think. I do stream over Wi-Fi. And that's probably a terrible idea, but I don't have a choice. There's no cable where I am. So I have to do it like this. And I'm streaming at a bit rate that's considerably lower than some people do. Some people are streaming 5,000-6,000. I'm doing it 3,600. And maybe I could do better, but I'm afraid I don't want to lose frame rate. Next time I stream, I'll attempt to turn it up higher, and we'll see how that does for you. So there you go. You saw the difference in the load time. Let's show you again for guys who are new. Here we are, going back in. And again, they claim they're going to fix this, so I'm only going to show this one more time because there's no point harping on it if it's actually a glitch rather than a performance issue. They seem to think this is a problem, this is a mistake, and that they're going to fix it. Alright, there we go. Back out. PC version. Nintendo Switch version. Next thing we're going to do, next order of business, is to talk to people. And I want to show you the difference there. By the way, guys, hi, I'm Greg from playwithgreg.com, and twitch.tv/playwithgreg, and facebook.com/playwithgreg. I do have a Nintendo Switch group that you can join on Facebook if you want to meet some other people. It's right there. Feel free to use my affiliate links when shopping and to tip your streamer. And also, press the like button. If you're watching the stream, press the like button. If you're new, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Very helpful to me. So here we go. We're going to turn the... Oh, the PVR sound is off. We're listening to PC sound this whole time. My bad. I thought we were listening to Switch. We're going to go talk to somebody. Here's a cutie right here. Let's talk to her. Ready?
Hi. See you.
You hear it?
Granny made some fresh pumpkin pies. Come and buy some when you have some time.
She talks. She's super cute.
Neighbor, do you have a minute? I've been meaning to talk to you. Sure, what's up?
And she's got voice acting.
Just got a new
And I've got voice acting.
island. It's a box that can be used to cultivate
On the Nintendo Switch version, let's go talk to Emily, who's in the exact same spot. And you're going to see what happens. I have to turn off the PC sound
advertised. I'll order a few more
and turn on the PVR sound. Sorry if I screw this up. It's difficult to do two at once, and I'm a little new to doing two at once. And I screwed it up. Please come back. Please, I want you to come back. Be a pal. There you are. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Get over here, cutie. Get over here, you and your tight little jeans. Alright. You see what happens? Nothing. Nothing. No voice acting at all. So on the PC version, we've got voice acting. And on the Switch version, we've got little clicks, and that's it. Let's go talk to somebody else. It's not just her. It's all of them. Look. Ah! Make a liar out of me. I was told some of the characters do not have voice acting. I was told it was unfinished because there was payment issues and whatnot. I don't know if that's true. Someone told me that was resolved.
Yo there. You must be the new builder.
See, he's talking.
I'm on.
And watch.
When searching the hazardous ruins, keep your wits.
I don't speak here, okay? If I spoke, I would have my voice as well. And when you start the game, you can choose that voice to hear whichever voice you want. Is the frame... No. Matter of fact, I have the frame rate turned down on the PC. I'm running at 60 frames per second solid on the PC right now. I was running at 144 frames per second, which is what the menu defaults the game to lock at. So there's more voice acting. Again, something missing on the PC. The Switch version, I'm not sure what it's running at. But to me, it looks like a solid 60. So I do think they're running both at 60 right now. But the PC version is smooth as butter. If there's any issue in the quality right now that you see, it's the stream. It is so smooth on PC. To me, it looks way smoother than the Switch. But that's like saying this chocolate tastes better than that chocolate. They're both running very, very smoothly to me. Here, I turned down the PC's frame rate because my stream is only 60 frames per second. So it's actually running at a higher frame rate than I'm even capable of showing in the stream. You see I locked it to 60 right here. But by default, it was set to 144. And, oh man, did that look amazing. Here we go. I actually have the graphics on the PC turned down from Ultra to Fantastic because I don't know why the heck do I need that. But there you go. Now we're at Ultra. The general visuals have their own graphics. And the grass does as well. You can actually change the visuals of the grass specifically. I don't know why we've got this crazy, complicated grass looking thing, but we do. And one thing that's odd is I guess it's just luck. But in my PC version, it's been cloudy like every day. Let's go look at some other things. Let's go look at some creatures. The game is super customizable. You can turn it way down. So your PC shouldn't be a problem. For example, let's turn this way down. Let's go on to good. So there's good, okay? I turned the PC version down to good. And you tell me if it looks like a problem to you. To me, it looks virtually the same. Runs smooth as butter. Definitely no issues. So if your PC isn't so powerful, you can turn it way down and it still looks just fine. So that's good right there. And let's go to Ultra and apply that. There you go. So that's Ultra. And, oh, I wanted to stay there, actually. I'll take the PC. So, where is that? That's, the other entrance. Let's run there. Let's run there on Switch and see. Let's do a little hobble across town. There you go. Same exact spot. Both versions. Different times of day, obviously. But definitely no reason to be disappointed in the Switch's performance or visuals. The only thing to really be concerned about is the load times. They're really bad. But again, they did claim that they're working on that. You'll notice small graphical difference in the effects. For example, the water here actually looks a little different on the Switch version than it does on PC. And it's my opinion that this is the same build you're going to see on PS4 and Xbox One. I feel like they made choices to change the visuals, and I kind of like them. I think it looks really nice on Nintendo Switch. Look at this guy. What is he doing? Let's go enter a building. Let's go to construction. Now, something bigger, like here, the Portia Commerce Guild. Let's go there. And ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, the light's on. That's awesome. Go. It's closed. It just closed. Again, notice on the PC version, seamless, Animal Crossing style, in and out, no problem, right? Boom. We're right outside. On the Switch version, it will load, and it kind of ruins the fun a little bit, especially if you're on the go and you just want to jump in and out real quick. Like you want to just garden a little bit or work on a quest for a few minutes. Here you go. There's a building right there that we can get into. Let's do the same. Now you see how much sooner I entered it on the Switch. The PC version almost beat it. That's crazy. But again, hopefully they're going to fix that. But this is the state at the moment. Let's look at everything else, though. I want you to notice the quality here of particularly the Switch version. They look very, very similar. I mean, if you weren't comparing them side by side the way I am. Oh yeah, I mean, no, you're not wrong. When I review games, I always add a little comment on the Switch version specifically, because that is a really big deal what you just said. Now, not all games are really suitable for portable, and not all games are really suitable for a console or a PC. For example, a game like Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, even this game, I don't think they're perfect for a TV experience. I think they're the kind of game you want to drop in, tinker with here and there, as you have some time to kill. And on a PC where you have to sit and you're stuck right in that spot, or on a console stuck in that spot, I don't think those games are ideal for that. And Nintendo Switch is. So Switch's portability has a way of taking a game and making it better just because it's on Nintendo Switch. Just the fact that you can pick it up and take it with you. If you go pick your kids up from school, you can pick up your Switch and take it with you and continue in the car. And not a handheld version of the game, the actual game. So you're right, it makes it way better. But this is why the loading issue is a bit of a problem. If you have 5 or 10 minutes to kill, right, a portable game is a game that you can jump right into and play right off the bat, right? But the Nintendo Switch version is so slow to load, and so slow specifically to start the initial load, that you may not have time to play, because by the time it loads to the main menu, and then by the time it loads to the outside world, you've lost several minutes. And it's really something they need to resolve, because it specifically affects playing, out and about when you have small amounts of time to kill. So we'll talk about this again once they patch it, and we'll run these comparisons again. But as it stands, when you're jumping in and out of buildings, just trying to take care of quests, talk to people, out and about, it really affects the game in a negative way. I mean, look right now, okay? Imagine you're playing this game and you want to just look around, get to know the buildings, do some quests. Maybe you have to deliver something, you're doing a fetch quest. And imagine knowing every time you enter a building, you have to wait like a full minute or longer for it to load. And the same when you exit. Imagine you enter a building and the person you're trying to speak to exits the building right away. You walk in, they walk out. Guess what? That's 2 minute load times. Did you see that right there? How long that took? That's insanity. It's crazy. And now if I said, I forgot something, go back in, that's another minute to load. Too long. But take that away, right? Take that away, and you have a very solid game. You really, really, truly do. We're going to pass out probably, but let's take a quick look around. This is the Switch version again. We're just having a peek up here. Again, you see how smooth, controls well, plays well. Everything runs well. There's no real bad pop-up. Things way back in the distance aren't showing up last second. You can look out across the world and you can see what you're supposed to see. And to me, very impressed with the Switch version that they managed to pack all this in and have it still perform so smoothly. I wonder if I can get to where I am on the Switch version and look off to the same spot. Yeah, here we go. I'm close. I'm close. Is that it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost as usual. I'm always lost. Can I get there? Oh, he falls. This is where I was, isn't it? Yeah, I was here. My bad. I'm too late. I missed the boat. I missed the boat. I passed out. And I'm going to wake up in my bed. Ah, this tree threw me off. That's where I was. Again, looking out, it's the same. The PC version is always cloudy. I'm not sure what's up with that, but it's always cloudy. Am I just having bad luck? I'm gonna pass out soon. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, I do, but I'm working really hard to get my 1,000 subs on YouTube so I can get my partnership back, because I still don't have it. I'm still streaming on YouTube for free and making content for free when I used to make decent, you know, some decent change by having ads and whatnot on my videos, my pre-recorded videos and all my stream replays. So I'm really trying to get that turned back on. And Twitch is a very hard platform to grow on, and my Twitch streams haven't done terribly well, and I haven't had a lot of support with subs and tips and whatnot. So I'm just focusing on getting my YouTube established again, because I kind of neglected it for a while. And as you know, they accidentally suspended me for 3 months on YouTube. It hurt me really bad. I lost 80% of my traffic on YouTube during that 3-month period. And it took me a really long time to get it back. It hurt me badly. So once Farm Together launched, I decided to focus on YouTube for a few weeks to grow my channel, get my traffic back. And I actually did a My Time at Portia stream on Twitch, and it did very, very poorly. Nobody watched, so I'm back to YouTube. But speaking of Twitch, I had planned on uploading my 11 hours of playtime to Twitch, but Twitch wouldn't accept the file. It kept failing to render, and it's an 18 gig file, so I tried several times and gave up. But I'll install this and run it as a premiere on Twitch, because people might find it interesting. Who knows? But yeah, definitely still stream on Twitch. Just focusing on YouTube a bit, and having a little trouble with finding enough time to stream lately. It's been really hard, so I have to kind of pick and choose. So here we go. It's daytime, finally, on the PC version. Notice the Switch is still loading. But badly, badly, badly need my 1,000 subs. Trying super hard to get it. Anybody watching right now hits that sub button, I'd love you to death. Like this stream, tweet this stream, share it to your Facebook. Just whatever you can do would be awesome. It's been really slow going for me on YouTube for some reason. I'm getting massive viewership. Like, I crush the required view time, watched minutes that YouTube requires. I absolutely crush it. But subscribers, for some reason, totally crap. Really poor. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. But I'm hoping My Time at Portia would help me. So here we are. Again, this is our yard. Okay, this is my Switch version. You can see I've got stuff built already. I want you to look at the same view on the Switch as on the PC. And it's pretty... I mean, I hate to say it, but it's pretty extreme. The graphical differences are very, very clear right here. I don't know if on my stream it's as clear as in looking at, you know, 2 large TVs that I'm looking at. But there's much greater detail in the waterfall, much greater detail on the trees, much greater detail on the grass. Everything is just more animated, everything is more detailed, everything is sharper. It's a fact. The PC version looks way better when you really compare them side by side. But when you don't compare them, see how smoothly this is turning? Hopefully my stream shows that, right? Super, super smooth. Here comes the Switch version. You notice something? Also super smooth, right? Nice and smooth, no problem. Rendering very well. That's, to me, that's all that matters. I don't think a whole lot else matters than that. And looking off into the background, you'll notice the same houses, the same pinwheel, the same mountains, that same little archway far off in the corner of the screen is there. So it's not like they removed major structures or animation in the game. If you look in the Switch version, you actually will notice that there's increased animation in the wheat field behind the farm. The wheat field actually looks better in the Switch version. because I suppose they were able to prioritize the animation of larger, more important items by removing insignificant stuff like this grass. To me, the wheat field on the Switch version looks better. Look at it. It looks great. Better contrast, better color, more animation. Everything stands out very clearly. It looks nice. I'm super pleased. Yeah, the load screens are interesting. Let's take a run. Let's go visit some more locations together. I'm not sure what else there is to show. I think we've done a pretty good comparison already. And ultimately, I think the Switch version is very competent. And knowing that they're going to continue to patch and upgrade and work on it, knowing that they actually already have a patch underway, I think that's great. And I have a feeling that the Switch version is only going to continue to perform better as they continue to tinker and work with it. But it's a really solid starting point. There you go, right there. I mean, really, what's missing? Grass? Swaying grass? I mean, that's it. That's all it's missing. I'm trying to find that smoking thing in the background. What is that? I think it's that house right there, and I think the only reason the smoke's not there is because just time of day and whatnot. Because scenarios do change in this game. It's not static. But, oh, there goes. It is smoking. Never mind. So I take it back. It is smoking. I just couldn't see it from where I was. Let's back up and see if it disappears. Let's see if they turn off the smoke. I'm stuck in a tree. I'm stuck in a house. Where is it? Where is that smoke? Blocked. Right there, smoke is missing. Let's get closer. Yeah, it just starts and stops. That's all there is to it. It starts and stops. With nothing to do with draw distance or the game's engine removing it for performance reasons. It just starts and stops. So here we go, running across the exact same area. Again, you'll notice there's a lot of difference in grass detail, but not much else. And when you're playing the game, physically playing, all you notice is how does it control? You know, how does it handle? How does it run? Is it smooth? Is the gameplay good? Does it sound okay? You don't notice nonsense like the fact that there's flowers on the PC version, but not in the Switch version. And I'm noticing it now, but you won't notice it when you're playing. All you care is the game runs well. That should be their priority, and they did that well. Oh, look, we have some animals. What are these guys? Oh, man, they look kind of mean. Illusion bunnies. Oh, they're level 20? Maybe I shouldn't mess with them. So there we go. Again, the exact same spot on both versions. More detail on the PC version, but not terribly. Actually, that's a little better. Sorry, Switch, I apologize. I fixed it. No, I didn't. Should I? I'll look into it. Let's look over here into the sun. Wow, that's super nice. And let's look on the PC version. PC and Switch versions. Really, look. I mean, come on. It's the same game. Hey, what's that? I don't know what that is. Let's go find it. Let's go see what that is. What is that? Can I go in there? No, huh? Oh, there's a... Oh, tour bus. What if I ride the tour bus? Get on that. Get me on that tour bus. Won't get on. Get on, woman. I mean, I physically jumped in, but it actually doesn't count as on. So I think the game is actually glitching out. Won't let me on the tour bus. Get on. Get on! Nope, can't get on. Where's the tour bus here? Let's go look at the tour bus. Oh look, there's poop. Well, I did build a bridge, and the bridge let me get closer to the water by letting me go over the water onto this little island type area. And on the PC version, I haven't done that yet, but if you look across the distance, you'll see various pieces of land, and the map shows it as well. So I want to say that you probably can to some degree. I don't know if there's like a boat or anything, but I know they're still making content. They're still expanding the game. I mean, it just came out of early access on PC. So I would say there's probably a chance, at the very least, that you might see boats and fishing and things like that come to the game. I mean, there's fishing now, but you have to do it from land. So let's take a run over here. There's a little boat community going on. Oh, sorry, my face is missing. Here we go. Look, it's Portia. You see there's something over there. It's like a little hatch, looks like. A rundown building of some kind. I mean, how are you going to get to that? A boat? It's got to be a boat, right? It's got to be. So maybe they'll add boats at some point to this. Because there's definitely a lot of water. And let's have a look at the map too. Hold on a second. First off, we're going to visit this exact same location on both versions. There's Switch and PC. It's nighttime. It's literally almost the exact same time. And to me, they look exactly the same. One thing you might notice on the Switch version, you can actually see the mountains in the background more clearly. They've actually expanded on the mountains. Look at the Leaning Tower of Pisa looking thing over here. Do you see it? To the right of my character's head? The Switch version has mountains, very clear. The PC version does as well, but they're super hard to see. They're way off in the distance. A little clearer on the Switch version. Pretty interesting about that. I definitely brought them out more. And you'll see there's waterfalls in the background there. You can see it very clear. I jumped in the water and died. You like the stink cloud on the poop? The stink cloud on the poop is the bomb. Oh, so there's the taxi on both versions. I'm about to fall asleep. No, not yet. We still have time. Let's see if we can get on this. It might have been full before. Alright, so she's on it. And I do see it over here in the Switch version. So we're going to ride that sucker. There it comes. There's the fish. We can fish right there. Oh, I found something. Oh. Interesting. Get on that thing. So there it is. Let me on. One thing I really want is the ability to control the camera. I want to be able to back the camera up so I can see a little further out, not be so close to my character. Sorry, my mother's texting me. This is very important. Here's another oddity in the Switch version. Do you see the glass? It's almost like a netting, like a mesh netting on the Switch version. Where on the PC version, it's very clearly glass. You see? I can't think of any reason for this, but it's very specific. Like a see-through netting type thing here. So I mean that's generally it. I mean that's the game on the Switch and that's the game on the PC. Oh, it's going the opposite direction. Get me off. I wanted to compare. Wanted to compare the two locations. Oh, I'm about to pass out. It's going to be all over. There's the waterfall. Way off in the distance. And here it comes on the Nintendo Switch version. For like 2 seconds before I pass out and go to sleep. There it is. Same thing. It's more detailed right now on the PC version because I'm closer to it. As I get closer on the Nintendo Switch version, you'll see more of that falling water detail as well. But I'm going to fall asleep and I'm never going to make it there. So let's let both characters basically pass out and end up in their bed. There's one. Let me off. Let me off. Can I make it? I don't even know where I am. Oh man. I am so far. Never gonna make it. Never gonna make it. There's some bugs. Come on. Restore that pinwheel. Keep in mind, I just started the PC version. I haven't done anything at all. Nothing. So her stamina is super pathetic. And here comes the pass out. And there you have it. I don't have a couch yet either. There you have it. That's the Nintendo Switch version. And the PC version of My Time at Portia. I think the Nintendo Switch version is a very competent port. I think the Nintendo Switch is an overachiever. It's always been. It's doing more and running better and more complex games than we ever thought was going to be possible. And it's really great that it's sold so well and been embraced so well. And that it just works so darn well. That these developers want their games on Switch, and they're bringing them to Switch. It would be one thing if they wanted them but couldn't. It's another that they actually can bring them to Switch, that they want to and they can because the Switch can handle it. So, really proud of Nintendo, really proud of the Switch, and Team 17 did a phenomenal job bringing it to Switch, so really happy with them. And if you're debating which platform to get it on, currently, hey, an airplane. Currently, the Switch version has a load time issue entering and exiting buildings. They're working on fixing it. The PC version obviously looks a little better, but both games run very smoothly. Their content is the same, and the Nintendo Switch version is portable. There's a plane. Look at that. I wonder if that has something to do with anything. And of course, as PewDiePie would say, towards the PC version, but can you do this? But my green screen effect, unfortunately, is taking the game away because it's green, is all grass and whatnot. That's so funny. But there you go. The Switch version you can pick up, take it with you, play with the Joy-Cons, or play with the Pro Controller. And to me, that is an enormous bonus for a game like this. And I don't think the graphical differences matter at all, as long as the gameplay and the frame rate and the control is the same. The only thing right now to take note is that it takes very long to start, and there's a lot of loading going in and out of buildings. But again, that is not the case on the PC version, and the companies are working on resolving that. So that may go away. That may soon not even be an issue. And here is Emily. On the Nintendo Switch version, there's no voice chat. It just goes pop, 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 pop. That's it. And on the PC version, there's voice chat. When you talk to Emily or any of the major characters, they will talk to you, and you have a voice as well. Let's go hear that one last time, and then we'll be done. There's Emily with an umbrella, by the way, attached to her head.
Hey,
So there she is. You'll notice she's sharper better contrast, more detail, clearer freckles. She looks a little bit better on the PC version than the Switch version. But again, who cares? PC version. The PC costs thousands of dollars. The Switch costs $200, and I think it's perfectly competent.
How about the planter boxes?
And there she goes. She's talking.
How about the planter boxes?
I didn't get you no planter boxes. Let's give her a gift. Let's give her a wood.
What's this thing? Never show it to me again.
Oh, I got an achievement.
How about the planter boxes?
I don't have your planter boxes, so you can just shut up right now. And there you have it. Voice chat, slightly better graphics, tremendously better load times, but basically the same game. You can't go wrong with either version. I think anyone you pick, you're good to go. And if you're looking for this on Switch, you'll like it. I'm going to bail. My mom needs me. I need to bring her truck because I don't own a vehicle, so I have to borrow hers. I own a vehicle, but it's been broken down for like 8 months. Kind of stinks. Thanks for the viewership. There's 8 people watching right now. It's really awesome. Hit the like button. And most importantly, please hit the subscribe button. And visit me on playwithgreg.com. Visit me on Twitch. And visit me on Facebook. We have a My Time at Portia group on Facebook. So you can go there and join that. We even have a Switch group, which is this. I'm going to leave this video kind of short because I want people to rewatch it afterwards. I want to get 10 billion gazillion hits, which will be nice. Look at her. She's running. Look at this girl. Look at her run. Runny, 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 run. Yay! Where are you going, women? With the umbrella attached to your head. Oh, by the way, get me out of here. Get me out. We're going to run down the same exact path on the Nintendo Switch. There we go. What's the difference? Both look great. Both run great. Super, super, super. Bye.